Hey everybody, I'm Brendon, author of the New York Times bestselling book, The Motivation Manifesto, and founder of this new O course for you on Oprah.com called Your Next Bold Move, Creating the Future You Want. You know, I created this course because so many people right now are frustrated or struggling to figure out what is that next level for themselves today. You know, they're trying to find out more clarity or have a greater sense of confidence in what's right for them now. They've been through a lot of challenge in their life, a lot of opportunities. They've succeeded. They've got great family or friends or they have a mission in life. But right now there's a little bit of restlessness, and they're trying to say, what's it really going to take for me to go to that next level of energy, of clarity, of confidence, of joy and fulfillment and connection in life. So not only do I feel better about myself, but I have the ability to make better decisions for my day, for my family. I'm more able to prioritize intelligently and strategically so I can achieve my dreams faster. I believe more in myself. I can get a hold of my mind when it starts going a little crazy and I'm just kind of plagued by doubt and fear. And I have a confidence that I know I can reach my next level of real life improvement and life joy with my whole family, all of my friends, and my work. Now, that's a big, bold promise for a course called, Your Next Bold Move. But, I've spent 20 years now struggling with those same challenges and really finding ways through them, developing new tools and new habits and new set of methodologies and steps that people could take to radically improve their life now. Not sort of academically or philosophically, but what can you do literally today to shift your thinking, to shift your habits, to really accelerate your growth, your achievement, and your connection with all those around you? That's been my life's work now for 2 decades. My journey began a long time ago when I wasn't in a happy place in my life. Frankly, I was miserable. I had been through a terrible breakup and I became very depressed and ultimately suicidal at a time because I really lost connection with myself and what I wanted for myself. Sometimes you have all these obligations for all these other people and you're trying to please other people or measure up, and you lose a little connection with your own soul, with your own life, and you lose a little bit of you. And one day you wake up and you say, this is not okay. I want something more for myself. My wake up was pretty physical. I had a car accident that taught me at the end of our lives, we're all going to ask whether or not we really lived our life and whether or not we lived through our heart and really loved others and whether or not we made a difference. That tagline that's made me so popular online of did I live and did I love and did I matter? And I took those questions and I reforged my life, and I started studying personal development and high performance and neuroscience and teasing out what really worked for people. How do you really change? How do you get to that next level? Not philosophically, but for real. Because I know you've heard lots of hype, and I know you studied personal development. I'm not the first person who's ever talked to you about improving your life. If anything that made me unique is just the experience. Over 50 million people have now watched my videos online. It blows me away. Over 300,000 people have completed my online courses and video series, making me one of the most watched online instructors in history. I shared that with you not for any other reason to say, I've been through this road before. I know the struggles you're going to face as you go through not only a course, but you go through the next stages of your life where you decide to be more bold. Because you and I both know when you decide to change, some people are going to call you crazy. When you decide to change, some people around you might not like it. When you decide to change, you're going to get so motivated, so excited, you're going to wake up ready to do it, and then you're going to get stuck, or you're going to get fearful, or you're going to get in that place where it just feels like a rhythm, and you're really just trying to break through and show the world your truth, show the world what you're really made of, show your family and your friends what's possible so that you're a role model for other people. It takes courage. It takes boldness. It takes real motivation and true habits that can move the needle for you. And I've teased those out for you in this course. So what's the course? It's called Your Next Bold Move, Creating the Future You Want, because that's the plan that we give you. I'll tell you about the different parts of the course. It's a 4-part course. And you can take it at your own pace and you'll have access to it to go through it any time. So it's not a big hurry, but I want you to enroll today, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But let me tell you about the different parts of the course and really who it's for. If anything I've been saying resonates with you, it's for you. Part one is all about how do you find your focus now? Now. Maybe you had it 4 years ago or last New Year's, but like right now, what should you really be focused on to accelerate your life in positive ways, to really grow your health, to really grow your family, your friends, your mission, your hobby, your finances, your sense of spirituality? What do you need to focus on? Where? Specifically. So I've set up a rating system for you to figure that out so you can really target what's next for you. Because sometimes the worst feeling in the world is just kind of going through the motions each day, but not knowing what's going to make you feel fully alive, what's really going to serve your family or your mission or your cause or your dreams, and getting stuck in that level of uncertainty where you just, you wake up every day and you feel like you're drowning in a pool of pessimism because you don't know what you're supposed to do. You're now going to know what you're supposed to do. And better yet, in this first part, I'm also going to share with you this concept called your life identity themes. You are who you are, and you're taking the actions you take today, and you have the beliefs you have today based on these identity themes you've developed either consciously or unconsciously throughout your life that are shaping how you feel today. And sometimes we just get stuck and we don't know who we are and what we're supposed to be doing each day. So what I'm going to give you is also what I call the clarity chart. We're going to hone right into your life and help you develop so much certainty and clarity about who you really are that a new confidence comes up in your life. You wake up each day, you're confident about who you are, how you're going to interact with people, where you're going to go. And when you have that gift, everything shifts. Imagine waking up confident and clear and excited for your day each day, every day again. And it's real and it's true and it's authentic for you. Not my plan or someone else's plan, your plan. I'll help you develop that in part one. In part two, it's all about what happens when you got the plan or the dreams or the goals and you go a little crazy. You ever wake up and you got all this, but you feel like your mind is playing a game on you? You know what you want, but all of a sudden, you have these negative thoughts and you get stuck in distractions, or you feel like you can't handle the day because you got so many obligations, so many responsibilities from everybody. They're piling it on you and you're just like, I can't even make it through. Well, I'm going to help you introduce something into your life that's sane, that's scheduled, that helps you find a greater grasp and level of control about your day. I'm going to teach you how do you say no guilt-free in a way that honors the other person, but allows you to protect your time, your territory, the work, your family, what you're trying to accomplish. How do you, when you get completely frazzled during the day and the day just goes off the charts bad, how do you stop it, restart it? When you are overwhelmed, when you don't know what to do, I'm going to say, do this, then this, then this. You're going to have a plan to deal with those heavy thoughts or those negative emotions in ways you've probably never even heard of before. I'm going to teach you my famous ladder of perception, how to change not only how you think about things, but truly how you feel about them and how you act from them. You're going to learn to master your mind in that part. Now, part three, I really love because it's how to make great decisions. Everything right now in your life rests on the decisions you're about to make for the next stage of your life, for the next stage of your family, if you have one, for the next stage of your career, if you're working towards that, for the next stage of your own being and your growth. But how do you make good decisions, especially in a time when everyone's throwing so much information at you? What's the best decisions for you? And how do you even evaluate opportunities when you've got two different things? You could do either A or B. I'm going to give you a chart to figure that out specifically. You won't be wandering around anymore like, geez, should I do this? You won't have to call your girlfriends or go out to lunch or consult 50 experts. You'll know it because it'll be right in your head, in your heart, with the impact you want to make in the world and who you want to become as a person. I'm going to share with you that as well. And then part five is how do you take all of that, everything I've taught you about making great decisions, about knowing how to prioritize your day, about how to start your day, how to survive when there's turmoil or anguish. How do you now set a big vision for yourself, that next big, bold move? Well, I'm going to share that with you in part five. Part five is all about maintaining momentum. I'm going to help you set a big vision and then deal with what happens afterwards. How do you take that vision, break it down into steps to actually achieve it, to actually move forward? And then when you have fears or doubts, how do you wipe those out and overcome them so that you can keep going? I'll even share with you 5 habits to maintain momentum. These are the same habits I give Olympic clients, my Fortune 50 CEO clients, entrepreneurs at the highest levels, and millions of people just like you and me who are striving each day to become our best. And we don't want to slow it down. We don't want to lose that momentum. We want to feel alive and engaged and energized with each of our days. I'm going to give you that plan in this program as well. So this is for you if you're a person who's saying, you know what? I just feel in my heart, in my gut, in my soul, that there's something more for me. And maybe I need a little help figuring exactly out what that is. Maybe you need a little help figuring out what those habits are and what to take action on. Maybe you need a little help on making the better prioritization, setting the goals. But here's who this is not for. This is not for somebody who thinks that they've got everything in life figured out. It's not for someone who is not a learner, who won't take notes, who won't watch the lessons, who has any issues with me and say, oh, he's too young or he's this or he's that. You know, because look, I'm blessed to work at the highest levels. I've met US presidents. I have Fortune 50 CEO executives who I coach and advise. I've worked with the biggest names in the celebrity business world. I know how to deal with high performers. It's what I made my career on. I know how to get you there. The challenge is, are you ready for it now? If you sense a stirring in you of any level, say, yeah, this is my time. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to shift. Then this course is for you. And I want to do something special for you just because this time of year. If you enroll today, and you can enroll right on this page just by clicking the button. If you enroll today, I'm also going to give you access to a free $500 live seminar on the week of New Year's this year, where I'm going to sit you down and we're going to do it live with this broadcast, and I'm going to go through a strategic planning process for 2016. You know, most people just kind of barrel into their new year and they don't really know who they are, or what they want, or where to go, and they set some small goals. I'm going to teach you how to set really bold, audacious goals and achieve them. I'm going to set the strategic plan. I know strategic plan sounds like a big corporate businessy thing. It's not. It's just a new way for me and you to make sure you achieve it. So if you want 2016 to be the most extraordinary year of your life, let me, the world's highest paid high-performance coach, advise you through how to do that. All you have to do is log in with me the week of New Year's. I'll send you the date when you sign up here today for your next Bold Move course. I'll send it to you. You'll get access to it. You can watch it live with me. It's a whole day seminar. And if for any reason you can't attend that live, I'm going to record it for you, put it in a membership site, and send it to you so you can watch it at any time that you want. This is your next bold move. This is your time. If it's time to change your life, if you want to reach that next level for you, your family, your career, for your heart and your soul, to finally strive for what you know you can become, to tap into that full power, that full motivation, that full drive each day to live your best life, then click the button on this page right now and get registered. I look forward to serving you and helping you reach your next bold move.